everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. Welcome to my channel. It's my daily vlog, so whatever I'm up to is what you're gonna see. And right now, I am heading to the train to go into the city because one of the Star Trek groups that I am part of was lucky enough to get invited to the CBS red carpet premiere of Strange New Worlds. And I got on the list. What? This is amazing. This is amazing. This is not something that happens every day. And I feel so super lucky and honored that I'm able to do this. But I also can't film. So I'm just, you'll come along for the ride and let you know how it goes after. Figured I would show everybody what I was wearing to this premiere. So I'm sporting my original series Star Trek Pride. I got my Star Trek scant. So if you're not aware of what the scant is, it is basically the uniform that is a mini skirt dress. Yes, and it has the emblem, right? It has the Star Trek emblem kind of already on it. This is like when I need something easy and comfortable and I'm not quite sure what to wear and I don't want to get all in prosthetics, this is the go-to. So that is what's going on in terms of my outfit today. And I know I've said this before, I love this city. This is amazing. There's so much to see and do here. Always happening in place. Okay, so I am off the train and I am heading towards the shuttle pod. And by the shuttle pod, I mean the meeting place where all of us Trek fans are congregating before heading over together. So I'm back home, and what a magnificent evening this was. So first, foremost, I have to say thank you and express my gratitude to the New York City away team, which is the fan group that I'm a part of that, got us access to this. And a huge thank you to CBS and Paramount Plus, who recognized the fans and granted us this access, because it was an absolutely amazing night on so many levels. So, first and foremost, this was my first Star Trek and real fandom event outside of a couple of small toy shows since before the world closed down. So pre-2020, I have not been to a Star Trek event since before 2020. I miss my Star Trek friends. I miss the people that I used to get to see at conventions all the time. And I got to see some of those people again for the first time in 2.5 years. I can't tell you how much that means to me, that this event happened to bring us all back together. So I really, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be back in the community and be with all of you. Also, this was my first time back in a movie theater since before 2020. I'm not quite sure the last film I saw in theater, but I definitely know I have not been to the movie theater since before 2020. So this was like a huge thing for me. It might seem trivial and it might be something that some people are taking for granted at this point, and some people are just out and about and back to business as usual, but I haven't been. I've really been very careful about the indoor activities that I go to, and this was my first time back in a theater. So it was a big deal. And I cannot think of a better thing to come back to watch than Star Trek. Oh my goodness. So let me give you a little of my history with Star Trek. My Star Trek fandom originates from Next Gen. I did go back in time and watch original series, but my heart belongs to Next Gen. I am, that is my onboarding series. So Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, those are the shows that I was watching real time as they were on television. And I absolutely love them. I have been resistant to the new streaming with Discovery and Picard and, soon to be Strange New Worlds, because I was getting streaming fatigue. It's like you have so many streaming services and, it's like, oh, I have to get another one. Oh, okay. And it just gets to be so much. It's like you have the Netflix, you have the Hulu, you have the Disney Plus, you have the HBO, you have the Amazon Prime, you have the this, you have the that. Yeah, it's funny. This is like the Gen Xer in me remembering back in the days of cable when people used to complain that we have to pay all this money for cable and we don't watch half the stuff that's on TV. And now we're like, we have it all a la carte where we can pick and choose, and now we get frustrated that, that we have to do it a la carte style. I swear, it's like there's no winning. But we got to watch the first 2 episodes of Strange New Worlds. And I'm telling you, I'm sold. I'm sold. I am gonna sign up and get Paramount Plus. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna watch Discovery. I'm gonna watch Picard, and I'm gonna watch Strange New Worlds real time as it airs, because I want to see what happens next. I want to see what they're gonna do with this show. It got me. It got me. It got its little hooks in and said, "You're coming back with us into the Star Trek land." And I'm in it for the ride. I'm willing to do it. So yeah, I'm super, super excited for that. So no spoilers, not telling you what happened, just letting you know how excited I am for this. So yeah, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. But let me talk a little bit about my experience at the premiere. So I know my video got a little discombobulated as I entered the theater. So I wasn't sure what I could film, what I should film, what I shouldn't film. So I took a couple of shots, and then I realized I didn't really explain what I was doing because I was so excited and I was like, Star Trek! So I apologize, my bad. So basically what happened was they had us line up outside. They checked our vaccine card because it was a vaccine only event, and they gave us a bracelet. Then about an hour before the screening, they granted us admission. They checked that we were on the guest list. They gave us our ticket, and I did put a shot of my ticket in, and that was so cool, and that's gonna be a keepsake forever and ever for me. I headed up to the theater. They had us split into groups. I couldn't tell how many theaters in total, but I definitely saw at least 2 theaters. There could have been more. There were quite a few of us. So outside of the theaters, they had tables set up in which they were giving out a box of popcorn, which unfortunately I can't partake in the popcorn, but they also were giving out cups, and they have those Coca-Cola freestyle machines where you can sort of pick your own sodas or whatever. Can't have soda, but I can have water, and I got a cup. So this is my new Star Trek cup. Oh, I got a sippy cup. Look at that. So I got my sippy cup, and then I headed on into the theater, and just before they started playing the episode, the entire cast came to the front of the theater and welcomed us and, introduced what we were about to see. And it was one of those moments you can tell they love what they do, and you can tell they have passion for what they do. And they respect the history of Star Trek. That was the vibe that I was getting from the cast. They both know and respect the history of Star Trek. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good show, because when the cast is bought in and when the cast understands the mission they're on to keep this alive and going, oh, they're gonna hit it out of the park. They are gonna do it. I have faith in them. I think they got this. So we watched the first episode. They didn't tell us how many episodes we were gonna watch. So when the first episode ended, everyone's like, yeah, and everyone's clapping and cheering. And then all of a sudden the next episode starts. And we're like, oh, there's more. Oh, shh. There's more. Right? And then we realized that we got 2 episodes. So it was like really, really cool. And then the second episode ends, and of course, you know, we celebrate again. So after both episodes end and we exit back into like the theater atrium area, they're doing like, they have a camera set up and they're doing fan reactions to the screener. So they were asking people like what they thought about it and so on. And they gave out these little tubes, right? So I got a tube. And I waited till I got home to look inside. I did not look inside while I was in the theater, but I kind of wish I looked inside in the theater, and I'll show you why. But let me get it out. Let me get it out of here so I can show you guys, because it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So in my tube, let me put that down. In my tube, I have a little poster. So it's The Strange New Worlds. And it's the Enterprise with Captain Pike. Look at that. So the reason why I say I wish I checked it while I was still there, there's a little bit of damage. The corner came ripped, and at this side it came like bent and crinkled. So not the end of the world, and I'll try to flatten it out and, you know, heal it as best I can, but there's not a lot I could do about this corner. It's just outright ripped. So not a huge, you know, in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal, and I totally appreciate that I had this. But, you know, if I checked it in the theater, I might have not gotten a ripped one, is all I'm saying. But I'm super excited. So, and I thought it was like a nice little something extra. Like, they didn't have to do this. I was totally thrilled just being there. I did not need a little poster, and this is just like, you know, it shows the appreciation. It's the little things that make a big difference sometimes, and that's an example of it. So I had such a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing more. And Star Trek is back, and it's alive, and it's well, and I'm in it. I'm in it for the ride. So with that, I am done, and I will see you all tomorrow. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.